my friends, we are going to be going through the conference process. So I went to my homeroom course, and the picture will be changing in a little bit. So make sure you click on homeroom, and you're going to go all the way down here to conferences. This is where all of my open office hours will be. This will be where all of our class meetings will be. All of my live lessons will be right here. So instead of start conference, because this is my side, I start it, you would click enter or go into the conference. So it will say conference started, enter conference. You would click on that and it would pop right up. And that is how you enter conferences. Now, my expectations for conferences are the following. Actually, let's pull up my expectations. We can do that. Here are my expectations, class expectations for live lessons. When we have a live session or lesson, we have classroom expectations, just like we would in the classroom. The first one is full focus on the lesson. You're not going to be working on other things that is going on around you. You're going to be focusing on that one lesson. It's just like if you were in class and I asked you to get out science and you are working on reading a book or drawing or things like that. So same exact thing, pretend like we were in the real classroom. You have to complete your notes and watch a video prior to each live lesson. So I may have a live lesson scheduled for you on Wednesday for a certain group, for example, and I have notes that I want you to complete on Monday and Tuesday. I want you to do that and go through that first before you meet with me so I know what you don't understand and what I can help you with. If you get to Wednesday and you go, I haven't done anything this week, that's not going to help me help you. So make sure that you are keeping up with the notes. Now, if it's something that is specific like science, I will say you have to have these notes done before we meet. Okay, I'll be very specific on our checklist. Another one is as soon as you are into the conference, it'll give you the option to share your microphone or to mute your microphone or to share your camera. We're not going to be sharing cameras right away. We're not going to be sharing microphones. It will ask you for permission to access your microphone, and that's fine, or access your camera, and that's fine as well. But we need to have those off because it's very distracting if someone's in the background playing, and making noises. And that's happened to me before sometimes, and in some meetings, and it is distracting and hard to focus on what people are saying. And then if we don't have the mute, everything gets picked up. Mom goes and gets a drink from the kitchen. For some reason, even if it's not really loud, on the computer it sounds really loud. And we want to make sure that everybody's able to hear. And I also had at one point, it was like this really loud noise that was on the TV, and it hurt everybody's ears because it was so loud and they didn't have their microphone off. So make sure that you mute your microphone. If you have a question, I will tell you how to ask questions. If it's emergency and I didn't see it, then you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Also, be ready to learn with all of your materials. If I say you need to bring this, this, and this, make sure you have this, this, and this. Also, I suggest keeping food and drinks away from your device, even if you're not in a live lesson, because you spill it and then your device is all ruined and you can't, you don't have a device anymore. So that's what I would suggest. And let's see here. The chat is going to be on, but it is only used for questions. I can see the chat, so it would be, hey, Miss Ray, can you repeat that? Or, hey, Miss Ray, can you go over number 2? Or things like that. And if I don't see that, that's when you would unmute it if you want me to, stop, hold on a second. But the chat will be only used for questions, not for talking with your friends, not for spamming with funny things. It is only to ask questions or for help. Also, we're going to be respectful of others while online, no matter what we're doing. If it is in the live lessons, if it's in activities that we're working on together, if it's in the discussions, if it's in anything, we are always going to be respectful for each other. If you wouldn't say it to their face, don't say it online. Also, if you have a question, do not be afraid to ask it. Even though we're not in the classroom, I am here to help you. That is my job. So make sure that you ask your questions when you have it. Also, put all distractions away, such as your phone, your video games. You should not be playing on your tablet if you have an extra tablet and you're on your computer. All of the other devices should be off and you should not be distracted. You wouldn't be allowed to fiddle-faddle with your phone or watch TV and all that while you're doing class. So it's going to be the same thing. Also be on time. If you're not able to get onto the live lessons for some reason, please contact me. Let me know, hey, my brother has to get on at live lessons at the same time, and we share the computer, and I will let you know how you can get access to that live lesson, or I can set up a small group time to catch you up for, if it's a specific circumstance. And I'm very flexible in anything that we do, so just communicate that with me, please. Also, turn your work on in time and ask for help if you need it. All work is going to be put up on Sunday night, and it is all due on that next Sunday night. So those are expectations for live lessons. Our first live lesson will be Wednesday at 10 a.m. and it's going to be a read aloud, and I can't wait to see when everybody is there. And we're also going to see if some people have trouble getting on or if the technology isn't working. That's part of Wednesday. So see you in the conferences.